Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Right, this is going to seem a bit strange to you because in a moment I'm about to change completely because I recorded this yesterday, and while I've been editing it, somehow the beginning, the intro, this bit, I've corrupted somehow. I don't know how, maybe it was the SD card or whatever, I'm not sure, but it's gone, that section. I'm glad I filmed stuff in sections, but that bit's gone completely. So I'm just doing this real quick. Right, so this video, what it is, I mean, I get a bit, well, annoyed is the wrong word, but it's a bit annoying when you see a video that says, I bought this from Temu and it's rubbish. Well, I've bought stuff off bloody eBay and it's been rubbish. I bought stuff from the supermarket and it's been rubbish. I bought stuff from camping shops. Right, I won't say which ones, right, so I don't want to start knocking companies, but I bought stuff from camping shops, well-known camping shops, and thought, this is rubbish, and sent it back. That happens, right, but it's like the opposite way as well when people say, I bought this from Temu, and I don't believe it, it's great. I'm thinking, why wouldn't you believe it? You know what I mean? Well, I've been buying off Temu for a couple of years now, and I've bought camping gear, stuff to do with my kayak, clothing, this jumper, right, which I love, right, it's bloody brilliant, right. I've bought a lot of stuff off Temu, clothing, some electrical stuff, and I've only ever, shall we say, complained or had one problem, but then it only cost £5, so what was I expecting? There was a smartwatch. Yeah, I know, a smartwatch for £5. But I thought, I'll see what it's like. I was ordering something else and I thought for £5 I'll see what it's like. It's still back there actually in a box, right, because it's useless. It tells the time, right, and it's got all the gizmos on, but none of them work. You get me? But when you read the description again, because that is one little downside about Temu, when you look at the description, there again, I've had the same problem on other sites, but when you look at the description, the important bits are real small, right at the bottom, and it does say for children. And it's children's toy type thing. And it's just a smartwatch. It looks like a really good quality smartwatch, so I'll give them that. And it does tell the time, and it's got all the functions on that you'd imagine a smartwatch has, but none of them work. It just tells the time. So I was kind of, I can't say annoyed, it cost £5, but you know what I mean? So things can happen like that, you get me? And I did have a problem with something or other, I can't remember what now, but it was only cheap, and I told Temu and they just refunded me. I didn't even have to send it back or anything. Right, so they're great in that sense. But yeah, thumbnail, if you clicked on this because of the thumbnail, because I put you are buying Temu gear or something like that, I can't remember what I wrote in the thumbnail now, but and you're thinking, no, I'm not. Well, actually, you probably are getting Temu gear without even knowing it. Right, let's get on to the video then. Let's put this bit on the front end of yesterday's video that I recorded and see if I can get it to join up somehow. Okay then, back to the original video. Right, I said in the thumbnail, you are buying from Temu. Now, what I mean by that is, before anyone starts typing and saying, I've never bought a bloody thing from Temu. I'll tell you what, this video could be hours and hours and hours long, quite simply by me showing you photographs, which I'm about to do, show you some photographs. Let's start with this one, this vest. Let me put the picture up. Yeah, that's from Amazon. Yeah, right, picture will come up. That's from Amazon. Right, £37.90. Right, I've got one here. Yeah, £37.90. Right, I didn't pay £37.90. Oh no, I didn't pay anything like that. I got mine from Temu. Right, £17.52p. It's the same make, the same model, the same everything. Right? They're identical in every way. The same manufacturer, the same everything. Right? What people have started to... Now, first of all, there's nothing illegal about what people are doing. There's nothing illegal. Right? But what people are starting to do, they're starting to buy a lot of stuff from Temu and then resell it on Amazon at humongous prices. Like I paid the £17, and as you saw on Amazon, right, £37. And where it says there, next day delivery, a lot of the times you'll notice on certain things, you'll see it on Amazon, where they say 7 to 8 days for delivery. That's because they're ordering it from Temu and then shipping it to you. But yeah, that's just an example. £37, right, down to 17, what I bought. Something else I bought, right, got it for summertime to keep in the car when I'm out and about, whether it be kayak or camping or whatever, just to keep some extra water. Right, I wanted a 25 litre drum. I would put these pictures side by side, right, but you can always just go back a bit just to compare, but they are the same product, trust me, the same manufacturers. And if you actually zoom in, right, on the logos, you'll see they're the same thing. But this little water tub, not special, 25 litre water tub, but Temu, they're exactly the same one for £13. And it's the same product. Before anyone starts saying, oh no, that's different, it's made a different way, they're the same product. I own one. They're identical, right? And I tested it because I actually bought one. I bought that one. That one you'd just seen off Amazon, right? I'd actually bought that from Amazon. I bought it because I wanted it for in the car for summer. I had all these different things planned. I thought, yeah, I need a good container. And then I saw it. It's through there now in my bag. Then I saw it on Temu. Sent the Amazon one back. Got my refund. Ordered it from Temu, and they're identical. Identical. So before anyone says, oh yeah, but it's made different, it's this, it's that. No, it's not. No, it's not. But like I said, I've only got a couple more. But a lot of the stuff on Amazon right now is off Temu. People are buying it off Temu, for a fraction of the cost, and then ranking the prices up and advertising them on Amazon, and you're getting ripped off. If you could have gone, I did say there's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing illegal before someone says that's how people make money, and I don't care. There's nothing illegal about it, but at the same time, I don't like to see people getting ripped off. Right? If, for argument's sake, you was buying, let's say you were buying this off Temu and it was £10 and you were selling it on Amazon for, say, 15, fair enough. You get me? But I don't like it when people are going crazy with the prices. And it just goes to show that Temu, right? Let me put another picture up. The chair, £18, 18.89. Yeah. If you actually examine the products and stuff, well, examine the pictures that do, well, they are the same products. But that one's like 19 quid, whereas you can get the same one off Temu for a tenner. And it's the same chair. It is the same bloody chair. And when you start to read all the information and manufacturing it, it's the same bloody company. So somebody's buying the chair from Temu for a tenner and selling it for 20 on Amazon. You get me? So you might buy this chair off Amazon for 20 quid and think, this is a great chair, and it only cost me 20 quid. Whereas you could have got it straight off Temu. Yeah. I'm not sponsored by Temu. I don't get anything from them. Alright. Let's just do two more. Alright. This camera mount, right, that you're looking at there, this one, all right, it's thingy, £26.90, right? If I can, I'll zoom in. You can just do your pinch and zoom in and stuff, right? The manufacturer though, right, I can't pronounce it anyway. I mean, I've got it here, it's magnesium, I don't know, right? But that's Amazon there, and once again, right, you can get them from Temu. It's a different picture, but that particular picture is there with the guy, he's down there somewhere. Alright, from Temu for 11 quid. So, you know what I mean? And it is exactly the same product, right? And I'm going to do a separate review on this. I actually bought two. That's how I bought two from Temu. I bought one, I was super impressed with it. I nearly bought this off Amazon, though. I saw it on Amazon, read about it, I thought, oh, that's brilliant, right? And then I saw it on Temu and I thought, it's the same bloody thing, it's the same make, the same model, the same everything. Well, this really is brilliant, absolutely fantastic, right? And I'm going to do a separate video on that because it's that good. I know somebody's going to say, well, they're a slightly different colour, or are you sure they're the same? Yes, I'm sure. But there's, like I said, this video, right, could go on for hours and hours and hours, because there are abundance of things. What I do now, if I want to buy something off Amazon, right, as soon as I've made my decision, right, I want to buy this pen or whatever, I go look on Temu first, right, and 60-70% of the time you'll find it on there, you'll find that exact one. There's, like I say, you've got your shipping, right, so you have to wait for your shipping and stuff like that. It's not like next day, you might have to wait a week or whatever. Plus then there's always the products where you worry about. I mean, I have bought a lot of clothes from Temu. I've got the trousers I've got on now, which isn't important. But I've got, I told you about the hats, I've got t-shirts, I got a jacket, I got a big thick winter jacket, got some shorts, I got some bits and pieces in that sense. But there are some things, and socks. I've got lots of socks. I've been buying like thick winter socks, and I was getting summer socks when I was running before I did my bloody leg, and gloves, you get me, and electrical stuff as well. I bought this little light from Temu. I think it was about 2 quid, 3 quid, right? The reason why it's down there in the box, right, I got two, right, and it's bloody brilliant. I've got the other one in the hallway, and it's got a sensor on. If I get up during the night, I have to go to the loo, I just walk out my bedroom door and the light comes on automatically. Fantastic. But yeah, there's lots of good stuff. The bottom line is, I still can't understand where you see videos with people saying, I bought these from Temu and I can't believe it, it's great. I'm thinking, well, where's the shock? It's just another cheap company. Like I bet you don't hear so much about it. You've all heard of AliExpress. AliExpress is everywhere now. Let's be honest, AliExpress and Temu is just same side of a different hand. You get same side of the same hand. You get me? It's the same type of thing, alright? But before AliExpress, there was a company called Banggood. It's still on the go, Banggood, alright? And I bought a lot of stuff from there. When I was building RC models, I bought a lot of helicopter parts, and a lot of drone parts, and a lot of aeroplane parts from there, alright? And we're talking electrical stuff, and nothing ever let me down. I was so impressed, you get me, now ever let me down. And Banggood is based in China, and it's exactly the same as AliExpress and Temu. And Temu is sort of like you had Banggood that started it all. Right, a factory opened up selling all sorts of stuff that you can get everywhere else, but you can get cheaper. But occasionally there's a bit of rubbish in there, which happens. Right, then AliExpress opened, and we all know that's the same thing. They sell some great gear, right, at cheap prices, but every now and again you get something from AliExpress which is rubbish. And then on the third generation we've got Temu. And I reckon in another 5 years there'll be another store open up called whatever, right? And yeah. But I've just looked at that. Something else I got from Temu, right? I am Root. Who's seen Guardians of the Galaxy? I am Root. You can get a full collection of them, right? I actually it was about 90 pence. I picked one up just to see what it was like, and I like it. So whenever I order something else off Temu, I'm going to order another one of these, because they're all in different poses and stuff, you get me? And then as he's growing up or what, you can get slightly bigger ones, but he's sat down there and another one, it might be stood on one leg or hanging from a branch or whatever, but you get all different ones. But no, it's pretty good. They're only plastic, right? They're sort of like a rubbery plastic. You can sort of like slightly bend them, but the quality, as in, you can tell straight away what it is. It's Root. If you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you'll go, oh yeah, it's Root. In other words, it's good quality, right? So that's why I'm happy with him, and he's just sat on my desk there. Sit down. There you go. But no, I have had a lot of bits and pieces from Temu. So if you're buying something off Amazon, right, and you don't mind waiting a little bit, if you go onto Temu, you will probably find the same product over there for a hell of a lot cheaper. I bought a lot of camping stuff off there. I got the fire maple. Oh yeah, right. It's not just all random named stuff. I got a fire maple, right. The pot. Should I do a jump shot and show you? Yeah, jump shot. And I'm back. Right. I'm not going to compare prices and stuff like that because it means me looking stuff up. But on Amazon, you can look these up yourself on Amazon. It's a proper titanium. If I hold it there, you'll see the logo. Hopefully, fire maple pot. Right, just for camping. It's just the pot and the lid and all like that and everything, which I like because it's got a little rubber bung, so even if it gets hot, you know the rubber's fine for taking the lid on and off, right? And you can get your gas bottle in there or whatever. But it's a proper one. It's not some unbranded thing. You can get a lot of good stuff from there. And this on Amazon, right, I'm guessing, let's just say this was £30 on Amazon, right, you'll get this for about £10 on Temu. I can't remember the prices straight away, right, but if I got it off Temu, I saved a fortune compared to what it would have cost me anywhere else, you get me? But yeah, there's so many bits and pieces you can get off there. There's certain things you have to be careful about. Well, be careful's the wrong word, right? Because I don't want to knock stuff, because if you bought something and it wasn't to your liking, you can easily get a refund. It's not difficult, right? In fact, if it's something cheap, they'll probably just give you money anyhow. But if you bought something, say I bought that and I looked at it and I thought, what a piece of junk, right? You literally, in case you've never used Temu, you go to your account like any other place, like your Amazon account or whatever, you find the product, and just next to it there's just a drop down box where you just click return, and then it just tells you what to do. It's all free returns, you don't pay for returns, right, like that. And you can either get the cash back or you can get a credit, you know what I mean? It's almost identical to Amazon in a way, right? You can either get your cash or a credit or whatever. There's nothing difficult in it, right? But I've never had that issue, you get me? Just about every single thing I bought, I've been super happy with, right? And I've saved an absolute fortune. If I added everything up and then added everything up if I'd have bought it from elsewhere, I reckon I've saved £1,000 in the last year, you get me? When I start thinking about other stuff I've bought and stuff like that, like I've got a new backpack, right? Just a day bag. What else did I get? Oh, I got a lot of stuff, but anyway, yeah, that's beside the point. But like I said, there could be certain things where you may have to send something back. But 2 years I've been using Temu, and I've never had to send anything back. Oh no, once, that one time I told you about, that one time I had to send something back. I wish I could, I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember. I know the first time they just gave me my refund, because it was a cheap thing. But the second time I had to send it back, but I'd got refunded within about a day or two or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so this video is basically a rant, because personally I'm getting sick of people saying, oh, I bought this off Temu and it was rubbish. You could have bought it from anywhere, mate. You could have bought it off Amazon and it could have come from Temu. You can buy stuff from anywhere. I have returned, I mean, let's be honest, how many of you watching have bought stuff off Amazon and sent it back because it's been rubbish? I've done that dozens and dozens and dozens. I can't even count how many times. Over the years, probably over 100 times I've sent stuff back to Amazon. You get me? Because it's been rubbish or wrong size or this or that. You get me? It happens with any store. So when people say, oh, I got this off Temu and it's rubbish, I think you could have bought something from anywhere and it's rubbish. It'd be different if it's everything, right? But it's not. Right? They sell some really good gear, and as I said in the thumbnail, you're buying their gear now anyhow. If you're buying off Amazon, I can almost guarantee you some of that stuff you're buying, right? I don't mean every single day, but if you buy whatever, but you're buying stuff and it's probably being bought from Temu and then resold on Amazon at an extremely high price, like the photos I showed you. Now I know somebody will say, oh yeah, but it's a sweatshop, it's in China, and they do this and they do that, and they're all... Almost every single thing in your bloody house came from China, and conditions are completely different nowadays. We all know everywhere, everybody in the world has heard of sweatshops and stuff, but they happen everywhere in the world, right? I don't care what country. I live in England, and I'll guarantee you right now, there's places in England that's got people working for next to now and are too scared to quit, right? Them sort of places pop up. But the bigger an organisation is, like Temu, right, or AliExpress or Banggood, or stuff like that, the more regulated they are. You get me? And Temu is a huge organisation, so their employees will be getting treated pretty damn good. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Anyway, yeah, I've had my rant. I've told you what I wanted to tell you, right? And, it's not exactly a rant. It's more of educating you, right? Because I don't want you to spend a fortune when you can get the same product for half price. You just have to wait a few days for it to arrive. You get me? I will say one thing, and I don't care if I get sued, because this is fact for me. Fact. Right? When you're buying off Temu, you can click. This is for the UK. It might be different countries, but you can click whether to have your stuff shipped with Royal Mail, which I always click on now. Right? Or that every, if I'm pronouncing it rightly. Right? There's another one, but I can't remember the name of the other one. Right? And a couple of times I've actually clicked the wrong thing and had every deliver it. Well, they are the worst shipping company on the planet. They just drop stuff outside your gate and clear off. They don't ring your bell, they don't knock on the door, they just leave stuff everywhere. So if you're getting stuff off Temu and you live in the UK, always use Royal Mail. And if you live in a different part of the world, right, you probably ain't got that problem, because I don't know if that every place, I think it's EVRI, I want to get this right for you, because they're the worst shipping company on the planet. EVRI. Yeah, EVRI, worst shipping company on the planet. I've got the worst staff anyhow. Yeah, because all the experiences I've had, I literally just chucking stuff off at the gate, and then, you know what I mean, or leaving stuff on your path with the gate off in plain view, people walking by. You get me? Anyway, that's another story. Okay then, everybody and anybody and you all. I'm going to leave this one here. But yeah, so if you want to save some money, next time you're on Amazon and you see something, go over to Temu and you'll probably find it there for a hell of a lot cheaper. Hell of a lot cheaper. Okay then, right. Catch you later. And this has dragged on a hell of a lot longer than I was anticipating. Nearly 30 minutes. Okay then, catch you later. Cheers.